Oh, wow. Okay, so you get to meet the people behind that specific bakery. And like I told you, if you have a sweet tooth, today's show, it's for you. And if you're interested into going into the world of bakery, or if you've always had a thing to do about it, the guys in studio have literally turned into a studio into something colorful. I just want you to have a look at the set, even as I introduce them. On my far left, I have Chef Ishrad Mohammed. He is the chief executive chef at Cake City. In the middle, I have Vera Atieno, or rather Sally Mwaro, who is a marketing manager. And closer to me, I have Vera Atieno, sales account manager. You guys, thank you so much for being here on a Saturday morning. You've turned our studio into something so colorful, delicious, and yummy. Let me begin with Chef. Chef, this is also beautiful. Tell me about your journey, how you found yourself in bakery.
Yeah, I just started like when I was small. I like cake. So I feel like, what is the cake? How cake make? So I find one bakery. I start work from there. So I'm more excited to work. After that.
Did you have to go like to a school here in Kenya or outside?
Yeah, we have to do hotel management for that. But I first start, you know, when I have a confidence, yeah, I want to become now chef. Then I done hotel management. After that, I'm here.
All right, Vera, this is also good. That means people can actually make a proper living out of this alone, inside bakery alone. Demystify for us that myth that this can even be a pastime for someone. This should actually be a full-time business.
Actually, this is a full-time business. As long as you love baking, you love to make people happy, baking, cake making is a full-time business, and it's actually a good employer.
It's a good employer.
Yes,
Vera, would you also agree?
Yes, I would agree. We actually make quite an impressive amount of profits from cake, and you wouldn't imagine everyone who's from the age of 1 to anyone who's having a baby shower, to anyone who's getting married, we'll have cake. So,
Sally, what's the biggest challenge within this industry, within this unique, specific industry?
Well, other than the obvious competition, we have a challenge with the inflation of products and you know, the ingredients that we get for the cakes. Every other day the prices become crazy, and we cannot increase the prices because of competition. So that's a big challenge for us.
All right. Yeah. And where are the opportunities that are there in this market?
The opportunities are, it's huge out there, because every day, I've never come across anyone who doesn't eat a cake. So it's from like a 1-year-old or a 6-month-old, you're celebrating something, to that old mzee out there who is like 100 years old. So the market is quite huge.
And how did you personally find yourself in the industry?
Actually, I started out at the call center, and then through that, the way I would talk to my clients, the way I speak to them, my bosses had me talking to them. The next thing I knew, I was from the call center, I was told you're direct to sales. And I love it because I meet different people every day. I get to interact with so many people. And the best part of it is when I present the cake to someone and I see that smile on their face, it makes my day.
Sally, how did you find yourself?
Well, I'm a marketer, and I love cooking, particularly. So when I got the opportunity to work with Cake City, it was thrilling, just looking at the cakes every other day and having the opportunity to market such beautiful products. It's actually interesting for me.
Okay, so Chef Mohammed, I want you to take us through the different varieties that we have here. Maybe we could start on this end. There's this beautiful basket with shimmers.
Yeah. This is the pineapple cake.
Pineapple cake.
Yeah, pineapple cake. In basket, the customer want if any another flavor, we can do any flavor with any design. But that is pineapple cake inside.
And the gold, how do you get, because it has...
That is the dust, silver dust.
The silver dust.
Yeah.
All right, is that healthy?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And how long did it take for you to make this?
Maybe 1 hour.
This took 1 hour?
Yeah.
All right, and this one?
This is the just dummy, but we can make also the real cake, any flavor.
Any flavor.
Yeah.
Does it have a specific name for this one?
This is just a dummy. If customer want like I want pineapple cake, vanilla cake, chocolate chip cake, we can make the same design.
Okay. Now to the table.
Yeah.
On this other.
This is chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, chocolate chip. Yeah. This is Midnight Fantasy. Chocolate gateau. This is White Forest.
White Forest, and of course you have the cupcakes.
Yeah, the assorted cupcakes. Yes.
Which is your favorite? Do you even have a favorite now that you're a chef and this is what you do? It's like asking a singer what's their favorite song. Yeah. Do you have a specific, your favorite?
Choco chip.
Choco chip, which is this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is your favorite.
Yeah, that's
all
my
right, let's
favorite.
talk about creativity, chef. I mean, look at all of this that you've used. You've like the silver dust that you've mentioned. I see you've already done toppings of strawberries. Talk to me about why it's important for how creativity comes out in your art.
Have to use mind,
Imagination. And also, if just to
Also,
help-
when customer sometimes bring the picture, I want exactly same this.
Yeah.
We copy that.
Isn't that not difficult, by the way?
No, no,
Chef,
no.
when someone comes with a picture, they're like, I want something exactly like this.
You would be amazed how many types of cakes or rather designs of cakes that people would call you and want a cake of that design. And you'd actually, like the other day we made a huge guitar like this big, and you wouldn't imagine how someone would want such a cake and then imagine it being baked and actually being presented, it looking exactly how it's supposed to be. So
Oh boy.
it's-
All right, okay. So what we're going to do is Chef Mohammed will take us through icing to show our viewers and of course here in studio how to do proper icing on your cake, all right? So Chef, the stage is yours, the floor is yours. You take us through it, you show us.
Okay.
So yeah, I can see you already have, that's the cake
Yeah,
that we're
this
going to
is
be
I'm
icing.
going to make fresh fruit cake.
Crespo cake.
Fresh fruit.
Fresh fruit, okay. And I can see, what toppings would we be using?
I'm using apple, green apple, pineapple, fruit cocktail, and strawberry.
All right,
Yeah.
the floor is yours. Please take us through it. Oh, gloves first here.
Yeah, gloves first.
Hygiene.
Hygiene. It's very important.
Very
Yes.
important, and especially if you're dealing with fresh cream, fresh stuff, and you know this is just made directly and it goes to your stomach. Hygiene is very, very important.
Is there something like, have you found people who are allergic to cake? And in such scenarios, what do you do for clients who are very specific? Because you find people maybe are allergic to peanut butter or certain fruits.
The other people don't even take sugar or milk.
So how
Yeah,
does
or
that,
eggs.
doesn't that not affect now the making of the cake?
No, we actually make eggless cakes on request. Most of our clients usually don't like eggs, and especially now that everyone is moving into a healthy diet. So there are people who want to have cake but don't want to have the egg in it, or want to have cake, or maybe it's a baby's birthday and does not take a lot of sugar, or is allergic to milk. So as long as you call us and make a request prior, we actually, the chef would help.
Sally has said something, the cake that, not sugarless, but it's not so sweet.
Yes.
How does that taste? And does it not affect the process making of it? Because cake is very notoriously known to be sweet.
Yes.
And indulging.
So what happens? We have specific ingredients for such kind of stuff, because you will get that somebody tells you, my baby, or I'm allergic to milk, nothing dairy. So we have some kind of cream that we use instead of the fresh cream. There's a different one we use for the people who are lactose,
All right.
who don't tolerate that.
Chef, what are you doing there? No, continue.
Is this
This is a fresh fruit cake I'm making.
Okay.
This sponge is ready to make cake.
So you're cutting out the different layers?
Yeah, different layer.
And I'm guessing this is cream?
This is
Yeah,
cream,
this
yes.
is the fresh cream.
Right. Okay.
Just to add on what you had asked about the sugar, like what we have in front of us, this is a white forest. It's a very sugary cake.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this,
The-
the
that's
white
the white
forest,
forest,
it's very, it has a very sugary taste. The chocolate gâteau is not too sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So,
This is the fruit cocktail
uh-huh.
for layering inside.
Okay. This is interesting. Fruit cocktail.
Fruit cocktail.
I normally open a can and just eat directly. I don't even, I
You-
just open
You do that directly?
Yeah. Okay.
So now he's starting with the layering. First
Yeah.
you put the first layer with the fresh cream on it.
Chef, did you make the cream yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I make cream at home? Is it easy to make? Simple ingredients?
No, this is just liquid. It's come from suppliers bring without sugar.
Without
Then I
sugar.
have to mix.
With sugar and
sugar.
beat it up until it gets this thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow.
So that's an assortment of fruits. So if you like a healthy cake, you can do
Yeah,
that.
it's a very healthy
It's a
cake.
very healthy one. Then you do the layering.
And how long does it take to make the cake in itself, like that sponge?
The sponge, it's baking. It takes.
It's a baking.
Yeah, so you just have the mix ready and put it in the oven.
30 minutes.
Less 30 minutes and
Done.
280 degrees Celsius.
30 minutes and you're done.
Yeah, 30 minutes is done.
So, you know, for commercial, we do like lots and lots of bases. So when orders come, we just do the creaming and the layering. It's easier.
I'm quite fascinated because your specific industry, because I love what Vera, you said. Everyone, whether you're a 1-year-old or a 70-year-old celebrating your birthday, everyone wants to have a cake or eat.
Yes.
Were you guys affected with last year's election? Like, did people stop celebrating Christmas and other things and birthdays and so forth? Or is that the advantage of being in such an industry?
No, we had challenges because, you know, it reached a point where everybody was scared to even come out of their houses.
Yeah.
And then everybody would call and they'll tell you, let's wait first because we don't know what's going to happen next.
That was a Kenyan proverb
then,
by
you
then.
know, the Kenyan proverb by then was, hey, let's wait and see.
Yes.
We are not sure what's going to happen next.
And also the
that,
financial,
and then the financial
was not-
implications. You can
So
imagine.
cake is a luxury. You might decide to have it or not. So if you can save 1,500 for something else, then
How much is this if I was to come with it?
That is 2,500 shillings.
2,500.
That's 2,000. The next one is 1,500. And then that one is also 1,500.
1,500.
Yes.
This is so interesting. Okay. Chef Mohammed, I have to find out, which is the craziest request you've ever gotten to make a cake of?
Oh.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday? Oh, really? What did you have to make?
Yesterday I have like 15 fondant cake to make for today morning.
Oh.
and fondant at the hard icing.
The hard icing.
This one?
Yeah,
Like
that
this one.
and also,
And also
has
that.
some hard icing on it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All 3D, like 15 or 16 cake.
3D.
And they all needed today morning,
Today
around
morning
by 8
hours.
or by
Let's
7.
rewind that conversation a little bit. When you mean 3D in cake, you know, when you say 3D, I have a different
Imagination.
of a movie or something.
Yeah, 3D.
3D cake? How does a 3D cake look like?
Like 3D, if you want some cartoon pictures like Mohana. So if you want exactly make that cake like that, so we copy, make cake like that.
And you have to make 15 of them.
Yes.
And different characters. There's
Different
Moana,
character.
There is Hulk. You have some football. You know the way kids are. Kids, everybody likes different cartoons, and weekends is when they celebrate their
This
birthdays.
is now almond, roasted almond.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. If one is allergic to almonds, what else? What are the other healthy options that one could probably replace that with?
We can do peanuts, or we can do chocolate, or we can do, we call this something we call vermicelli.
Vermicelli, the color.
Yeah, the colorful, or we can leave it plain like that. It all depends on what you'd like to have. Because somebody will tell you, I want a fresh fruit cake, but I don't want that, or I don't want this. So you replace it with something different.
Put the
Or you
strawberries
put
around.
the strawberries around it.
This,
Mostly we
this
do
is
it
now normal
hard.
cake,
Yeah.
but if customer want customized cake like that one,
Like this one?
this
Yeah.
one. So only the flavor will come only inside. So outside I have to make the design.
That the
So
customer wants.
this almond will not there.
Okay.
If customer want just normal like that, they will get everything, fruit, everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. This is interesting. Aha, now I know what this is. Okay, I don't know the name, but I see it a lot. I see it a lot. This is the icing.
This is called,
The
yeah.
fresh fruit, the fresh cream.
Okay. And I can do all this at the comfort of my house. But then is it not like expensive to get all these ingredients?
It's expensive.
It's expensive,
Yeah,
right?
so it's easier to come to cake season. Just saying.
Oh, wow.
Nice fit doing
See how he does that
I
so
know, like
fast.
it's so, it's what?
So try doing that at home.
Because you know, when you
It's a
said that he
mess.
made this in an hour, I was like, really? An hour? This is so beautiful. Does the cream,
Yeah,
can I make cream in different color or flavor, like chocolate?
yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So, chef, what does a normal day look like for you?
Monday.
Monday,
Tuesday, the only normal days.
Normal days.
The rest are
The
crazy.
The rest are
Monday,
crazy.
Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, we
Because
call
orders
that
really
normal.
start
Flowing in.
trimming in from
Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Thursday, all through Sunday.
Okay.
It becomes
It's
crazy.
crazy because all events are basically held on the weekend.
So, which part of the year is most busy? Which season?
December.
December.
Definitely.
Automatically, it's December.
Definitely December.
All right, as chef is putting the toppings on that, ladies, there's something that you had mentioned that sometimes because of prices, and then you have to stay competitive, so you can increase the prices for clients. How does one make profit? Like, how do you crunch up those numbers to make sure that your balance sheet, you can still stay in competition and in business without having to then lose your clients? Vera, I'll start with you.
Okay. What we try to do, as much as all that happens, we try to maintain the kind of clients that we have. We keep in good contact with them always. And then as much as that happens, we can't stop marketing. We do our marketing, we do our sales, so that we try to get new people also to come on board. And the fact that we do cakes, we do cookies, we do cupcakes, and sometimes we do some pastries on order, but if in bulk, at least that helps us keep afloat.
All right, Sally?
Yeah. Well, how we maintain our profits basically is you have to maintain your clients, just what she said. You cannot, as much as the fact that you have suppliers to pay, you have all that to pay, you cannot do any business without your clients. So client satisfaction is like paramount. You cannot mess with that. So once you have retained your clients, you're sure that you're going to have business on a daily basis.
Speaking of clients, which is the most requested cake or type of cake or flavor?
We have our value cakes, the white forests, the black forests, those ones.
The chocolates,
The
get
chocolate
you,
cakes,
vanilla.
the vanilla.
They're all going for 1,500 shillings. So it's very budget friendly for most of us. So that's most of our clientele, or rather our orders.
And how do you name your cakes? How do you go about, like if Chef Mohammed came up with a new cake and it's not in the industry, how do you go about the process of naming your cake?
This is interesting because this is called a midnight fantasy. Do you want to know why?
Oh my
It's
goodness.
called a midnight fantasy. So it's just the way you entice someone. So the moment someone sees a midnight fantasy and probably wants to get the girlfriend a cake, it's the first thing you would go for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Chef, is it so important that how you name your cakes and how it also affects probably
Yeah,
in
it's
products
important.
and selling?
Yeah, it's very important.
How long does it take for you to come up with a perfect name?
Just which cake you're making, till you finish, your imagination that you have to give name.
Imagination,
Yeah.
And even also the ingredients that go into it.
Yeah.
You can get a name also from the ingredients.
Like this is chocolate chip.
Yeah.
When you cut inside the cake, you get some chocolate chips inside.
Okay.
So it's easier to call it a chocolate chip.
Okay.
Yeah, if you put there one vanilla layer and vanilla cream, they will come chocolate and vanilla. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you guys managed to stay in business for?
We've been around for 5 years. In November, we'll be celebrating our 6th year.
6 years.
Yeah.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Chef, is that a fruit cake?
Yeah, this is
it
fresh
safe
fruit
to
cake.
call it a fruit cake?
Fresh fruit
It's
cake.
actually a fresh fruit cake. That's the
fresh
name. You see, you could come up with a name already.
No, he's been so creative and playful with the fruits, and he's so creative. What other options do I have if not strawberry? Can I put bananas?
No, banana you can't put in fresh fruit cake
No. Why?
because it's banana after some time will come black, Yeah.
Okay, what else? Which other fruits can I play around with?
You can use papaya,
You can do grapes.
grapes, yeah, blueberry, blackberry,
Berries.
Can I do kiwi?
Kiwi.
yeah,
yes.
kiwi.
All right, and that's the end product now.
Yeah,
That's
now
the
it's
end
done.
product.
That is beautiful. And that didn't even take you like an hour. Amit's chef is a professional. He was able to carve and cut and ice and do all that at the same time. Chef, what would be your advice for some young person outside there who wants to do this? They enjoy it, they love it. Maybe probably for them, profits is an issue to kickstart their business, or people are not as welcoming, should I say, towards the idea of being a chef in this specific industry. What advice would you give them?
They have to do hotel management first. Second, hard working. Because if you're working with bakery, the must hard working. Because this business, you don't know order coming when. Like morning you come, you find there 2 order. After some time, 1 hour you find like that 20 order. So if you hard worker, so it's very important hard work this thing.
Okay. Okay, Sally, what about the business part of it? What is so unique about this specific industry that I will not probably find in another industry, that if I wanted to do it also as a business and not just as a hobby, I really need to consider when I'm sitting down and writing my business proposal?
First of all, you need to know your target market, exactly who you're targeting. You need to know who your clientele is, if you're targeting corporate clients, if you're targeting the wedding industry, the people who purely do the wedding cakes. So you need to know exactly what your target market is, then focus on that. And of course, what he said, hard work is key, and you have to be passionate in what you do, because this is a beautiful work. You cannot just come in on a sloppy day and expect to have such an end product. So you need to have that psych every other day.
All right, Vera, for you, and I'll let you have the closing comment as well before we take a quick break. What would be that advice that you'd want to give someone who really wants to go into this industry?
Okay, what I would tell anybody who wants to go into this industry is, number one, you have to be ready. Competition is out there, and whatever you want to give to your clients, make sure that it's the best. And you have to be very creative, because as human beings, as Kenyans, we come up with new ideas every day.
Right.
So every day you have to be creative. You come up with new ideas. You come up with new flavors. You target your market, just as like my colleague has said, and you work hard, and you'll be able to achieve
All right,
it.
so online I'm being asked where people can come by, and do you do delivery?
Okay, we actually have 5 branches. We have our mother branch rather in Westlands, next to Soy Naked. We have our second branch at the Sarit Center. We have our third branch at the TRM, the Thika Road Mall, at the food court. You'd find us there. We have our 4th branch at Gigiri, Warwick Center. And our newest baby is in town at the CBD, just next to Avenue, no, actually in Avenue House, next to Stanbic Bank. Yes, we do deliveries within Nairobi,